Hi, this is Marcel of Marcel on Tech, and today I am talking about what is my personal favorite folding device on the market in 2024. And I want to share with you the reasons why I think you should seriously consider getting this device as soon as possible, but on a very specific price. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so we are talking about the Honor Magic V2. Now, first and foremost, let's talk about the design or the form factor. I am a huge fan. For me, this has got to be the antithesis of a great designed phone, and then combined with the fact that it is a folding phone, it's just an absolute winner. Why? When you look at it from a thickness standpoint, I put it side by side with an iPhone Max, for example, and it is the same thickness, if not slightly thinner, and it's more comfortable in the hand as well. And that's with it closed, obviously. Then I absolutely love the purple color on this device. It comes in a black as well with vegan leather, but I love this device color. I think it's very unique. It's very, very current. And even the camera bump, if you look at devices like the One Plus, which I tested, make sure you follow the link to watch that video, that camera bump literally takes up 50% of the actual backside of the camera. And it is unnecessary. We've already discovered via jerry rig, etc., that actually that camera doesn't take up all that space. They're just doing it as a design feature. And that is taking up a huge chunk of it. And you actually feel it when you're holding it in your hand. This device, the camera bump is very innocuous. It doesn't ever really get in your way. And of course, you can cover it up. Now, they bundled in with my special pre-order, actually not pre-order, I ordered it after release. It comes with a case anyway when you buy it, but they also bundled in this fantastic armor back that is even lighter than the one that it comes with originally. It actually has a rotating kickstand, only just figured that out recently. Super duper handy. Obviously, it only protects the backside, but that is everything I've needed to make sure that it stays secured and covered. Now, obviously, you can get a front one as well if you want to. In terms of continuing with the form factor, everything is laid out well. The fingerprint sensor, which of course is on the side here, is very well positioned. The volume rockers is on the other side, so it's very well positioned. So of course, when you do open it out, you've got the volume rocker on one side. You might have the phone like so, obviously propped up, and you've got the volume rocker on the top. That's just good thinking. They've got the power button on the other side, which of course is your fingerprint reader. It's very quick, very fast. Even if you need to use that, the actual facial recognition is brilliant as well. So I can just lift this up. I can lock the screen, lift it up, and actually, because I've got rise to wake, it literally unlocks it very, very quickly. So this has been very impressive. So in terms of form factor, it's got USB Type-C, the speakers are on the top and the bottom. It's got an IR blaster. Who has an IR blaster nowadays? I have actually used it on my TV. Not the most popular thing, but I love the fact that it's there. Why not? I absolutely love the design. Even from the hinge, super smooth, never once caught my finger or my skin. Actually thought I might, but I didn't. And of course, first and foremost, and finally, this hinge down the middle, which is often the weakest part of any device, the folding devices. You don't even notice it. You don't even know. Now, if I hold it in a certain light, you can see it. But once you switch the phone on or the screen is activated or you've got a white background, you're not going to know. So this is a misnomer. It's nothing for you to worry about. No one's complaining about the crease. It really is absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion, in terms of form factor, both the front screen and of course, when you open that out. Moving on to software. So the software of this device is one of the areas that could be a little bit better. Is it bad? No, not at all. I'm actually quite impressed with how much I like MagicOS. On this device, we're dealing with MagicOS 7.2 here, and it is very, very good. Very, very capable. It's very fast. This is obviously running 16 gigabytes of RAM, so that's a lot of RAM. It's got the 512 gigabytes of storage, which comes as standard. So everything, it just zips along. It's obviously got the Snapdragon engine as well. So that is absolutely brilliant. And it just works really, really well. I've had zero problems with app crashing, app freezing. I've actually had no issues with that whatsoever. Where you get compatibility issues, which is going to happen on any foldable device, is when you go from, let's say, the front screen to then opening it, which it will continue when you open it. It might not be perfectly resized, but it will notify you, would you like it to go full screen? It relaunches the app and it's done. So they've already got that figured out. It works really, really well on here. And on most apps, you wouldn't even know. Some of them are optimized for obviously the larger screen, which makes it seamless. But it just is such a viewing pleasure when you go to apps like, there we go, Unbox Therapy on Instagram. You've got an amazing wide screen. Of course, the real estate is not fully utilized, but that's not how the app is designed. So they've got the text running from side to side. You've obviously got the information on the left side. So this app is optimized for this device. So it really hasn't been a problem for me, and I've absolutely loved using it both on the front screen and in the middle. And this is the thing that I wanted with a folding device. When you have a device that you can use the front screen completely all day without a single problem, but then having the ability to open it out to have the double real estate, that's the game changer. And that's where the Samsung Fold 5 still falls down for me. Fantastic software, but just not the right form factor, so it doesn't make sense. But the OnePlus is that step closer to it, but that is a thick, heavy phone that is considerably heavier than this one. And this one is the lightest foldable available on the market right now. And it is not something that you're going to feel on a regular basis in terms of weight. Now, moving on to the cameras. The cameras on this, when I first got it, I actually was a bit worried about the videography quality because I didn't know if it was going to be good. The only limiting factor I would say about this, when you record in 4K, it limits you to 15 minutes. So if you want to record in 4K resolution, which is of course the best level of resolution for this device, you only get a maximum of 15 minutes. Of course, you can end the video and restart another one, but for some reason, they only cap it at 15 minutes. Don't know why, could be a heat thing, could be something they're worried about. Otherwise, the quality has been really, really good. A little bit less saturated than let's say, a Samsung, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy a little bit more saturation. But of course, all of that's editable. And the built-in app for video editing in this is as detailed as, for example, CapCut, which is the editing suite that I actually use for my videos. So that has been absolutely fantastic, absolutely mind-blowing. In fact, I don't bother using CapCut on here because the built-in video editor is absolutely brilliant. Now, do you get some bloatware? Yeah, you do. But guess what? You can delete them. It's really not a big deal. You get booking.com, you get Facebook pre-installed. If you don't use them, just delete them. It's not a big deal, and you can easily remove them off the software. So the software for me has been very little of a problem. Even the moving background there, the themes are absolutely awesome. If you open out the phone, you also get the moving activity there, which is just awesome. It just looks absolutely brilliant to me. So the camera has been very, very effective. I really enjoyed, in fact, the one that's impressed me the most. Video quality has been great. Normal pictures have been good to excellent. Wide angle lens, but the one that has blown me away is the macro lens. This thing auto switches into macro when you get really close up to something, and it works really, really well. I've been seriously impressed with how well it works, and I've been loving taking those photos because normally you can't do that with a standard phone, only with the flagships. And this device has found a way to really crisp up and take some amazing macro shots. I'm really impressed. Now, I'll get to the price, and I'm going to talk about which price I think you should buy this at. But when you buy this directly from Honor, and I'll put all the links in the description below, you actually get gifts. And at the moment, they are dishing out the gifts. So you're getting a watch with this. You get a wall charger, 66 watts. So this bad boy charges up in just over an hour completely. And it's excellent. And then we've got the earbuds as well, which you get completely for free, and an additional case. It's such a no-brainer when you think about the fact that they then offer you a 300 to 400 euro discount on your purchase. So instead of 2,000 euros, it goes down to 1,600 euros. Now that is a lot of money. But if you are looking for an amazing foldable device, to be fair, the best foldable device on the market right now, this is the way to go. Now, Now, talking about battery life, the battery life has been brilliant. It's definitely an all-day device, and I get heavy use out of this. I've had days where I've just used the front screen, and I get to the end of the day, I've still got 40%. 40%. If I am using the inner screen an awful lot, I can get to the end of the day with 20%, even 15%. So I can still go into the morning if I want to, but charging it up is super duper quick. And of course, you are losing wireless charging. Is that a big deal? No. You've got cables everywhere. I've got cables everywhere. Even the cable that's plugged into your wireless charger is probably USB Type-C. So you can just take it out of that, stick it into this, and you're good to go probably in about half an hour with at least 60 to 70% battery life. So battery has been solid. So for me, this is an absolute winner of a device. It really, really is a standout device that currently is beating the likes of Samsung and even OnePlus, which is behind it. I'd say OnePlus is definitely a close second to this. Samsung definitely have a bit of work to do. So in conclusion, should you get this device? If you have the money and the personal preference to have an open foldable device, yes. If you feel that you can wait a little bit longer because the prices probably will drop down further, they may be having other offers. Honor always have offers on their devices, which is fantastic. They've got a great gift giveaway as it is. Then you can absolutely hold out because these are only going to get better. This is V2 of the Honor version 2. If they stick to this sort of formula, I'm very excited about what they're going to come out with next. And I have to say, this is one of the few phones that I've been really excited about, but I absolutely love this device. I think you would absolutely love it too. But if you've bought one and you like it, please put a comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. If you've bought one and you don't like it, I'd also love to hear that as well. But either way, thank you so much for watching the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Please make sure that you comment as well, and I'll see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye-bye for now.